Hey, it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. I hope you're having an absolutely terrific day wherever you are in the world today. Now, today I'm going to be discussing what is the best law of attraction technique. Now, I'm going to be going into why you absolutely need to get this handled in your life, what it will absolutely do for you if you do get it handled. I'm going to show you the how of getting it done. And I'm going to show you where to go if you want to dig even deeper and get some more information on the topic. Sound good? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, why go to all the trouble of working with the law of attraction and learning about the law of attraction so that you can put it to work in your life? Well, listen. The universe that we live in is based on a set of universal laws. You don't have to believe it, but it's there working every day. But if you don't believe it right now, you're going to have to start to buy in to the concept that I'm sharing with you now. Suspend any disbelief that you may currently have and literally just start to apply what I tell you. Everything in this world that you experience on an external level in your physical world has come about as a result of something that you have been thinking, that you have subsequently taken action on, and that has consequently over a period of time become a habit and a deeply ingrained belief. So, if you don't like the results that are showing up in your life right now, it stands to reason, right, that you could change the outcome to something that's more desirable to you. Because if you are affecting what shows up right now, then you can affect a different set of results if you're not happy with what's showing up right now in your world. So I've kind of alluded to exactly what we do, really without thinking about it, most of us. And what it tends to bring for most of us is stuff that we don't want. It starts showing up on a daily basis. We've got no idea. And a lot of us will walk around thinking that we're really a victim of circumstances. These things are happening to us, right? We're not creating them. Well, here's the news. Here's the shock news, right? I don't care what it is. On some level, you've created this stuff. If you don't like it, you can change it. That's the good news. But what you do have to take responsibility for is every single thing that is showing up in your life. And once you do that, and once you accept responsibility, and once you accept the fact that you created it, that also gives you the key to be able to create something different. Does that make sense? So when I was initially, talking to you about the law of attraction and what is the best technique for the law of attraction, I mentioned that a lot of the things that show up in our everyday life are a result initially of our thoughts. Things that we're thinking based on our current belief system, by the way, that's where they come from, okay? So we're conditioned a certain way and we think a certain way because of our upbringing and the things that we've been through in life. But what generally happens is the thought will lead to action, okay? The action is based on the thought and the belief system. And over time, it will either create a new belief system as that habit becomes deeply ingrained into your subconscious, or it will affirm and reinforce the belief system that's currently there, depending on which course of action you're taking, whether it's the same course of action again, or whether or not you're going off in a different direction to get a different result. So here's what you need to do about it. First, be conscious of the fact that you are creating your future with every thought that you think, with every conversation you have with yourself internally, with every action that you subsequently take in the external physical world. That is all going to determine the overall quality of your life. And it will also determine whether or not the outcome matches your desired outcome for your life or something completely different. So let's go through it one more time. Firstly, watch what you're thinking. Watch your internal dialogue and your external dialogue. Whenever you catch yourself thinking something or suggesting something to yourself externally, or even saying something that's negative or counterproductive in conversation externally with people, I want you to stop and immediately correct yourself. Now, you don't have to do it externally and embarrass yourself in front of people if that's what will happen. But what you do need to do is take note of the fact that you disagree with the thought you just had or the thing that you just said, and correct it immediately in your mind. Reframe it or overwrite it by saying something in a more positive way to overwrite what you just created, either internally, verbally, or whatever. You see, the thing is that these habits are created because we keep doing the same things, thinking the same things, saying the same things over and over and over again until they become an absolute part of who we are. So what you need to do in order to change that is to put in conscious effort to watch your language with yourself, to those externally, everything. Watch your thoughts, think better thoughts. Create affirmations. Now, here's a great technique I would suggest. Your subconscious mind can only listen and act upon one thing at a time, okay? So whenever you're thinking a negative thought, either externally, vocally, affirm something positive to go over the top of it in a really forceful way. So that's the predominant factor, and your subconscious mind will listen to that and not the negative thought or the negative conversation you were having. So you're effectively overwriting the negative with the positive. Even if you think it in your head over and over and over and over again, over time, that conscious effort, and it takes some conscious effort, will become subconscious reprogramming. In other words, over a period normally of 30 to 90 days, that will change into who you are rather than who you're trying to be. Then this stuff gets exciting. It's easy and it's just so much fun when you see the differences showing up in your life because of the changes you've actually made to yourself. So the key here, what I'm saying is, you make the changes on yourself. You work on yourself, not on everything outside of you. If you work on yourself and get your inner world right, your external world will be a reflection of what's going on inside. Not entirely sure you follow me on this. It doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to know how electricity travels from a light switch to a bulb, do you? But you can still use it and get the benefit of it. I'm suggesting you do exactly the same here. So whenever you find yourself in a place where you're feeling negative, you're thinking in a negative way, or you're speaking negatively, consciously make the effort to overwrite it with some mental affirmations, whatever it takes to overwrite that, at least until you start to find that the negative is automatically starting to dissipate and you get more positive thoughts on a regular basis. Now, the great news is that these compound also. And over time, if you keep this stuff going, eventually you're just going to be the most positive person. Every day is going to be an absolute joy to live. You're going to have amazing results show up in your life, and you really will be in a place in life where you're empowered to create whatever the heck it is that you want to show up in your reality. Okay, that's the exciting news. So I challenge you to go ahead and start doing that, starting with actually watching your internal dialogue, watching your thinking, but then taking some conscious action to overwrite that and contradict yourself when you're speaking in a manner that isn't supportive of who you want to be and what you want to achieve in life, or experience is probably a better way of putting it. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you. And I'd like to say, if you want to dig deeper on this subject, you want to find out more about the law of attraction, personal development, all things human potential related, and of course, spiritual alignment, which I'm really passionate about, then get across to robertcbrown.online. That's robertcbrown.online. Get yourself into my community on my email list. Let's stay connected. We do lots and lots of extra stuff over there. It's really exciting. We've got a great community of passionate people, and there's every chance you'll make a lot of friends and have an awful lot of fun. With that said, I'm going to wrap this up. Wish you a great rest of your day wherever you are, and keep checking in. There'll be more of this stuff very soon. Cheers for now. Bye-bye. It's Robert here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this, then please subscribe to this channel and come back and see many more. Doing these things all the time. And if you want to know when the next one comes up, click the little bell and you'll get a notification each and every time we've got a new video up there for you to have a look at. And the other thing is, I nearly forgot. If you love everything to do with personal development, business development, and just getting yourself into a peak state, then you're going to want to get over to my free webinar training, which is going to show you exactly the steps to take to overcome any inner barriers that are stopping you from achieving in life and business right now, and exactly what to do to get that put right and start living the life of your dreams, starting right now. Sounds like a tall order? Promise you, you can do this stuff. Get across to my webinar training. The link is in the description below this video. I hope to see you there. And at the very least, I hope that you click the bell. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.